Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all are having a great start to your week so far. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend, a relaxing weekend, maybe a recharging weekend, and you're ready to get back to it this week. Today, we're going to continue doing the flow practice. Continue using the pranayama of your choice to help kind of center you in your practice or even in daily life. But for today, just pick a pranayama, use that to help guide you through your practice. Pretty much pair your movements with your breath, inhales and exhales. I'll be there to guide you as well. We're going to kind of move through the joint movements a little bit quicker, but feel free to take it a little bit slower if you need to. Pause the video if you'd like, if you need a little bit extra time in any of the exercises. I'm just going to move a little bit quicker because I want us, we have a lot to do today, so I want us to get through it in a timely fashion. So yeah, again, we're going to build on our sun salutation. We're going to learn some warriors, and then we're going to finish off class with a little bit of relaxation as always. So go ahead and find yourself on your mat in a comfortable position. Legs be out in front. You cross leg. You bring your feet together just like I have mine here. And then just give yourself a couple moments to kind of relax and ground yourself. Tune into the body. Make sure that the spine is nice and long here. We're not hunched over. We're not puffed up our chest too much. Just nice and natural here. Close down the eyes. Put the hands wherever's comfortable for you, maybe in your lap or on your legs here. Close down the eyes and just bring attention to your breath. Not changing, just bringing the attention there. A couple inhales and exhales. Just to bring ourselves into the present moment. One more breath. Long, big inhale. And exhale. Just gently open up the eyes here. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. We're going to start with the hands opening and closing about 10 times. Keeping that nice posture upright here. And some wrist circles. So you want to, again, do about 10 each direction. So just automatically switch after you've got about 10. Again, take it slower. Maybe if your wrists are feeling a little bit tight, you feel any kind of cracking anymore. I kind of feel that in my right hand. So just take it a little bit slower there. Good. Arms in front here. Our shoulders aren't up towards our ears. Just let them relax. Palms up, open and close. Along with working our joints here, this is also a back strengthener, a core strengthener, as long as we're keeping our posture nice and upright. So from there, open and close that chest. For that in the back as well. Staying with the inhales and the exhales. Our breath is a major tool in life in general, but definitely in practice as well. Reverse the direction. I forgot to mention this, but if you haven't put on some relaxing music, it definitely helps set the energy, set the vibe, a bit more relaxation. Good, and release. Go ahead and give yourself some nice big shoulder shrugs. Roll those shoulders up towards your ears and down your back, about 10 again, each direction. And forward. Good. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Gently drop our left hand down. Reach up and over, stretch that left hand side body. Inhale, lift. Left hand down, switch sides, right arm over the top. Inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Switch sides. Last one. We're going to move into some seated cat-cows. Inhale, lift. Drop the fingertips on the thighs here. Inhale, open up the chest. You want to arch the back just a bit. Exhale, release, round and curl. Let's take 5 of these. Inhale, shine the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, navel the spine, tuck that tailbone under. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to a neutral spine here, nice and upright. We're going to take some circles with the neck. Maybe we're on the computer through the day, or texting, or driving. Tenses up our neck, it tenses up our back, especially that upper back area. And reverse creates that somewhat rounding of the shoulders. Really try to draw those shoulders back just a bit. Keep them engaged as we're making room. Make these neck rolls here. Couple more. Good. Back to center. The nose is pointed just forward. Now we're going to point it over the right shoulder, but not allowing this right shoulder to pop up. Keep it nice and even. If you have a mirror, you can use that mirror in front of you to help align, watch your alignment. Just look over the right hand shoulder here. Inhale, center. Exhale, over the left hand shoulder. 2 more, each direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Back to center. All right, we're going to find our way onto our mat here. I'm going to adjust the camera. Meeting in a tabletop position, knees are underneath the spine or underneath the hips. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Neutral spine here. We're not round and we're not dropping our belly unless we're doing cat-cows, which we're going to start with. So go ahead and drop the belly, point the tailbone, inhale, lift the gaze, slight arch in that back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, rounded curl. Take 3 more. Always working with your body and where you're at today. Where you at is perfect. Work. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Good. Inhale back to this neutral tabletop here, neutral spine. We're going to do another one that's good for that back, opening up the T-spine here. Make a T with the arms. Exhale, reach under, thread the needle. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, reach, open up the heart. Feel that stretch. It should feel pretty good. Exhale, reach it under. 1 more. Inhale, lift, stretch and reach. Exhale, right shoulder comes towards the ground here. Inhale up. Switch sides. Right hand underneath that shoulder, left arm up into the sky, reach. Exhale, thread the needle, bring that left arm underneath the right. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, under. Inhale, lift. And exhale, under. Good. Come back to this neutral tabletop here. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. We're going to move right into our downward facing dog. This may be your first downward facing dog since Thursday, since our last class. So really just feel into it. No need to straighten out the legs or bring the heels down right off the bat. So we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, get those ears in between the biceps here. So if the hamstrings and the calves feel a bit tight, just walk that dog, walk it out. Try to get some of that tightness out. Always staying with the breath, right? So breathe. Always knowing that you can drop down into child pose if you need to. Child pose, we're here on the knees and the hips are back. Always respecting your body and where you're at. No worries if you need to take a break.
Speaking of breaks, let's go ahead and come high up on our toes, drop the knees, go ahead and go back into a child's pose. Our arms could be up overhead. You can also bring them around the body here for a little bit more restorative. Your head can be side to side or forehead down. If you have a block, you could also put a block underneath your head, elevating you just a bit. Find what feels comfortable to you. Hang out there for about 5 breaths. Good. Next inhale is going to bring us forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, find that downward facing dog again. And we're going to walk our hands gently up to our feet, up to meet our hands here at the top of our mat in this forward fold. So our fingers can be on the ground. You could also be supporting the body here if you need to. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Let the head hang. So you can keep a bend in the knees if you need to. Letting your chest be supported by your thighs. This is a nice comfy place to hang out. Maybe sway side to side a bit. And drop those fingertips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. So we're going to ragdoll our way up here. 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way to the top. Finding ourselves in that mountain pose, mountain position here. Arms on the side of the body. A little bit of space in between the feet. Couple breaths here. And then we're going to begin our sun salutation with some modifications and some amplification. So at the top of the mat here, inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Drop your hands and step your right leg back, right? Setting up for our sun salutations. You can drop the knee to modify. You can keep it up to amplify. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. You could also be here. Couple breaths here. Inhale, exhale, release. Drop the hands. Step that leg back. You can drop the knee if you need to. Always to step, if you need to step it back, always modify. Hold here. This is where we're going to add something new into the sun salutation. So you're going to slowly drop your body all the way down to the mat. Slow and controlled as you can. So we should be on our belly here. Arms are just by the shoulders here, or hands rather. And we're going to inhale for a baby cobra. So just a little bit here. Use your hands to push your chest up off the mat and draw your shoulders down and back. Elbows squeeze the side body. So baby cobra here. You can push a little higher if it feels good. You should feel this in your low back. Try to keep the glutes a little bit engaged here. That'll help protect that low back a bit. Inhale, lift it up. Maybe a little more, and exhale, release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Up to you if you want to stay right there at the baby cobra. If you want to maybe walk your hands out a little bit here, that's going to give you a little bit more space to get up. So inhale, find another upright position here. So it could be a baby cobra, it could be an upward dog. It'd be a seal pose if our arms are really wide out. Exhale, release. Last one here, choosing whatever you would like. Baby cobra, maybe upward dog, maybe seal with arms wide. Draw those shoulders down and back. Stretching the core here as well. And release. Very good. So that's what we're going to add into the sun salutation flow. We're only going to do it for 1 breath, but that one we hung out for 3. So go ahead and come onto the knees and then lift up into that plank pose. So since we started with our right side, shift your weight to your left, right toes up in the sky. Same thing we did last week. Knee to nose, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. We're here in this low lunge. You can stay high or you can drop that knee low, whatever you'd like to do. Inhale, lift those arms up overhead like we're holding a ball of energy here. Exhale, bring it down. Shift your weight into that right foot, left foot comes forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, one more time. Exhale, release. You could ragdoll your way up, or you can reverse swan dive, your choice. We're all meeting at the top of our mat. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, meeting our mountain pose here. 2 breaths, long, deep breaths. Good, let's go to get into the other side. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, bring it down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Step your left leg back this time. We're switching sides. Knee can be lifted, knee can be dropped. Inhale up, arms up overhead, nice and strong. Exhale, release. Step that right leg back. We're meeting in that plank pose. Let's exhale slow and controlled as we can, finding ourselves all the way onto our belly. So here we go. We're just going to do one lift here. Whatever upright position you'd like. Maybe upward dog, maybe seal, maybe baby cobra. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Tuck your toes under. Come into a plank. You could keep your knees down and then lift. Good. Find ourselves in a downward dog. Other side, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Look between your hands. Step it through. All right. Inhale, lift. Lift those arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Shift the weight into your left foot. Right foot meets the left. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Reverse swan dive or ragdoll. Inhale, those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Very good. So we completed both sides. We added a little bit of a variation in there. We added the upward dog as well as our ones we learned last week with our arms up in the air and the knee to the chest. So from that, we're going to continue on and learn some more yoga postures or yoga asanas. The next one we're going to learn is Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. So we're going to come into it from the beginning of the Sun Salutation flow. You'll notice that downward dog is a very important posture. You may realize we're in it quite often by now, but it's a very popular transition posture. So we're gonna go into that posture to help get us into many other postures. So we're gonna just go ahead and follow along with me. We're gonna start with the Sun Salutation, and then you'll see, I'll guide you through it, where we're gonna get into that warrior and then to a Warrior 2. At the end of the class, we'll learn Warrior 3. So with that, and always know that you can pause the video if you need a little bit of sip of water or if you just need a breather. Remember, always respecting your body and where you're at today. All righty, so here, let's meet in mountain pose. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Step your right leg back. This is all the same, right? Now from here, ground down to the back toes. Inhale, lift. So this is where we have already been at, but now we're going to drop our back heel. So our right toes are still at about a 45-degree angle, so not a 90 degree. A 90 degree, your foot would be parallel with the edge of the mat. That is for our next posture. For now, keep your right foot at about a 45-degree angle. It should line up with the heel of your front foot. Make sure you have enough space here where you can sink
without your knee passing your toes too far forward. So we wouldn't want to have this narrow stance and our knee is starting to hurt because it's going too far forward. Make sure you have a wide stance here. Back foot, the middle of the back foot lines up with the front heel. Front toes are forward, okay? So check your setup. Left foot forward. You look at your heel, it should line up with the back arch of your right foot. Your right toes are forward. Now bring them at about a 45-degree angle. Arms up overhead. Sink into that lunge. Should feel this activating the entire lower body, even your core. And now you added those and involve those arms, and now we have our upper body involved. So the full body posture here, nice and active. Warrior one. Couple more breaths here. Nice and strong, warriors. And inhale and exhale, open, twist your body over towards the right. Arms go straight out like airplane wings, nice and solid. Shoot laser beams out of all 10 fingers, right? Nice and active. Now we're in warrior two. Our right foot is parallel to the edge of our mat. It's still in line with our front foot. We sink low. We can even sink lower into this posture here now that our hips are open. So challenge the body here to get nice and strong like warriors. We're going to be here 2 more breaths, long deep breaths. You should really start to feel this in the legs, start to heat up a bit. Good. And inhale, reach those arms up overhead, straighten out the legs. And exhale, release. So on the release, when we're bringing our arms down, you want to spiral up onto those toes again. Do not leave that back foot planted when you're trying to come down here. That's very bad for the ankle. So note that when your arms are here and you're twisting, come high up onto those toes. Make sure your hips go forward before dropping the arm. So try that out a couple times if you need to. So we're spiraling, windmilling our hands down. We're back up on our toes. So from here, spiral down, back up onto those toes. Awesome. Step your left leg back. We're here in this plank pose. Slowly drop it all the way down onto the belly. Inhale, lift. Upward dog, seal, or cobra. Drop it down. Come high up onto that plank pose again. So same thing. Come bring that right foot up into the sky. We're gonna finish off our flow. Exhale, knee to nose. Drop that foot in between those hands, just like regular. Inhale, lift. We gotta do the same thing on the other side. Drop the back heel down. Back toes are at a 45-degree angle towards the left now. Right toes forward. Check to see if our right heel is in line with our back foot. Now sink into your warrior one. Really check into all those cues. Make sure we got our alignment correct. Couple more breaths before we open into a warrior two. Take an inhale, exhale, open up towards the side. Warrior two on the other side. Right arms forward, left arm back. Sink into that warrior nice and strong. Again, our left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Check the toes, make sure. Inhale, lift. We're gonna windmill it down. Remember, come high up on those back toes. As you windmill it down, drop the hands, step it back. We're in this plank pose. Drop it down, upward dog, almost done. Drop it down, push it back, child's pose. Stay here for at least 5 breaths. Long, deep breaths. Good. Inhale as you come up. Very good. So we're going to do that one more time so we can get the hang of it. One more time on each side. And then we're going to work on some balancing, and then we're going to come down and relax. So hopefully that got the heart racing a little bit, got the body moving, the heat moving in the body. Stay with the breath. Always take your time.
And always feel free to come down into a child's pose if you need to. So let's go ahead and meet at the top of our mat in our mountain pose. Follow along with me. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, release. Step our right leg back. Good. Inhale, lift. Drop that back heel, arms up still, warrior one. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Slight bend in our front leg, lots of space. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Arms nice and strong, shoot those laser beams. Right foot is nice and straight. It looks the same as the back of your mat. Sink into that front leg, very good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, spiral it down. As we come high up on our back toes, drop the hands, step it back, plank pose. Slowly drop it down. Inhale, lift, stretch out that back, stretch out the core. Exhale, release. Come back, knee into that plank pose. Other side, left leg up. Oh, we actually started on the right side, so we're gonna have to do the same thing. Right side, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop that back heel down. Check your angle. It should be at a 45-degree angle. Sink into that front leg. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Back foot is straight across. Couple more breaths. Windmill it down. High up on your back toes. Drop the hands. Step it back, slow and controlled. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Take it back. Good. Inhale, forward. Tuck the toes. We're going to meet in a standing position, however is best for you. Inhale as you rise. Very good, everybody. So let me know if you have any questions on that flow. We're going to continue building off of flows, mainly the Sun Salutation. We'll involve some other flows as well. So with that, as I said, we're going to be doing another warrior, warrior three. It is a balancing posture. A little bit more of a difficult posture, but take your time with it, and as we work on it, we'll get better and better each day. So we're going to start at the front of the mat. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. I'm going to just go ahead and show you face on. So shift your weight to your left foot, hands on your hips. Bring your right foot up. You should have your knee bent, your foot flexed. So just hang out here for a couple breaths. What we're going to do, to get into warrior three is slowly push our heel directly behind us as we keep our hips square. A lot of the times if we have a squishy mat, this may throw our balance off. So feel free to step onto your floor if it's a more hard and stable surface. So it's all meeting that right knee up. Find a spot on the ground to focus on. That's going to bring your attention here. And slowly begin to kick that right foot behind you, that right heel. We should end up in this T position. I'll show you from the side. So we don't want to be open with our chest open out towards the side. Keep that right hip down. It's going to want to pop up as you bring the hip back, but do your best to keep it down. Another point, don't round and curl your back. So when we're here, we don't want to be doing this, right? So keep that chest nice and big. So play with it. So we're going to do it for about 30 seconds. If you fall out, that's okay. Just work on getting back into it. Again, find a spot to focus on. A lot of that time helps. I'll go ahead and start my watch so we have exact time here. 30 seconds of playing with this. Go ahead. Focusing on your breath. And if you get the position and it feels pretty easy, so you could fly your hands. And we're already more than halfway there, less than 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Tricky part, coming out just as slow as you got into it. Good job, everybody. Go ahead and walk it out. And then we're going to switch into the other side. So shifting the weight to our right foot this time. I like to lift up my toes, spread them out, and bring them back down. Hands on the hips to start. Slowly just start to bring that left knee up towards the chest. Whenever you're ready, start to extend that left heel behind you, creating a T shape with the body. Time started, so play with it as long as you can. It's okay if you fall out. Just get back into it. It's all that matters. Make sure we're not rounding the spine. Nice and long. Try not to look around. It does throw off the balance. Good. Less than 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Come out nice and slow. Very good, everybody. Go ahead and walk it out. So we're just about done. We're going to spend just a few moments on the ground, on our mat, relaxing. So go ahead and find your way seated on your mat. And we're going to come on all the way laying down on our back here. We're going to finish off with a spinal twist. So go ahead and drop your left knee down, right knee in towards your chest. Try not to round your shoulders up. Let them be down and back towards the mat. Take a couple ankle rolls here. Both directions. Good. So keeping this knee as close and as comfortable as you can to your chest. Use your left hand to guide the knee over towards the left side of your body. Maybe it starts to twist you nice and open. Maybe we're kind of tight, so it's not as big of a twist. Wherever you're at is perfect. Reach your right arm out towards the side. Keep that right shoulder down. This is really important. Don't let your arm pop up just because we're twisting. Keep that shoulder there and work your way with that right leg. Don't force it. Keep that right arm down. So we're going to be here for at least about 30 seconds here, working into that spinal twist, working into the digestive system of the body. This kind of wrings out some of the digestive organs. You can even hook your right foot on the back of that left leg for a little bit more of a restorative practice. Maybe close down your eyes. Seeing where you feel this posture. Allowing the body to absorb this posture. Allowing those muscles to open for you. Couple more breaths here. Long, deep breath, letting your body relax. We're almost done for the day. Good. Inhale, bring that right knee back up towards your chest. Roll back onto your back. Good, and release. We'll switch sides. We actually did a minute there, so we're going to do a minute on the other side. Right leg out, left knee in. Roll out that ankle a couple times. Both directions. Good. Keeping that left knee nice and close to the body. Use your right arm to bring that right knee across towards the right. Reach your left arm out. Lock that left foot around the right leg if that's what you did on the other side. And just enjoy this posture here. 1 minute. Close down the eyes and kind of just let it do its work. No need to force it. Just breathe here. Long deep breaths. Noticing if the mind is wandering, or if it did wander, just bring it back to the breath. bring it back to the sensations in your body. This simple practice is very powerful. The practice of noticing when your mind wanders and bringing it back. About 15 more seconds. Long, deep breaths. We're going to take one more inhale. Exhale. Unwind here. Take a couple circles with the knees here. Massage the back. And reverse, other direction. Good. We're going to allow the body to relax, laying it all the way down onto the mat. We're going to make this Shavasana a little bit shorter. So if you want a longer Shavasana, feel free to pause the video. Take as long as you need. Maybe set a timer, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And allow yourself to just relax as long as you need to. Long, deep breaths. Each exhale, just allow the body to get a little bit deeper into the mat. Becoming even more and more relaxed with each breath. Take 3 long, deep inhales here. Inhaling nice and big. Fill up the belly, fill up the chest. And exhale. 2 more breaths, nice and big. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, nice and big. Inhale. Good. Wiggling the fingers. Go ahead and roll over to the side. Finding your way up to a seated position. Inhale as you come up. And that is it for our practice today. Thank you all for joining. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. I had a really good question on one of the assignments about meditation, kind of just what is meditation and how can you practice it. So I did want to just answer that for everybody to hear the response on that. So there is a lot of different types of meditation. I wouldn't say there is one particular type of meditation. Meditation could be anything that's bringing your mind into this present moment. And I think there's a lot of different ways to make that happen. There's the traditional mindfulness meditation where you are just sitting upright and just focusing on disattaching from thought, right? So that's kind of a hard concept to imagine, no thought at all, but it is something that you could work your way up to and actually get better at doing, at releasing your thoughts. So you could try it out by just sitting upright, and every time a thought comes to your mind, kind of bring it back to the breath, bring it back to a color. We kind of do that during class already. I think another type of meditation is movement meditation. I would say that sports could even be a type of meditation because they're really making you bring your attention to this present moment, right? When a batter is ready to hit the baseball, he is very focused. So he is focused on only hitting that ball. So I think there's a lot of different types of meditation: movement meditation, traditional meditation, mantra meditation, where you repeat a word or phrase, something that you're maybe working on manifesting, or just a specific word like love, joy, anything that you choose, focusing on that word and repeating that word is a different type of meditation. It'd be considered mantra meditation. And let's see if I had any other types of meditations. Guided meditation. So that's a really great one, especially for beginners when you're first learning to meditate. There's so many YouTube videos, guided YouTube videos that will just walk you through meditation. We do a little bit of that here when we're laying down in Shavasana, where we scan the body, allowing it to relax and just bringing your body into the focus into this present moment. But yeah, I would highly suggest to go on YouTube or Audible or any kind of podcast app that you may use and search for guided meditations. And they have them all ranges from 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
hour-long meditation. So if that's something you're interested in, there's definitely options out there for you. But great question. Thank you so much for asking it. And yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you all Thursday for our class. See you then.